This is a public service announcement. You could be one of hundreds of thousands of people experiencing severe sexual limitations. You may not even know it. We are surrounded by depictions of sex that shape our expectations. Movies that marginalize foreplay, ads that imply we need to look a certain way, mass-produced pornography that features exaggerated facial expressions and insincere groans.
As a result, many of us develop unrealistic sexpectations that shape what we think we're supposed to look like, sound like, feel, and do. We have become desensitized to music videos that feature dancers grinding their crotches into the camera, and yet many of us are not comfortable enough to communicate our desires to a consenting partner.
Some manage to escape their sexpectations, but many of us remain held captive by them, whether or not we realize it.
Even those who generally have a good sex life can find ourselves wondering, do I look sexy doing this?
Or, am I big enough? Or, should I talk more or less?
We spend more time going through the motions of what we think sex is supposed to be than taking the time to figure out what actually feels good for us and our partners.
Imagine, if you will, the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Let's forget the part about G-Locks breaking and entering, and committing theft, and destruction of private property.
Goldilocks had to go through a few bowls of porridge before she found the one that tasted just right.
There's a lesson here, and no, it's not promiscuity.
Imagine we are only spoon-fed the porridge that is too hot, or too cold, or has no delicious toppings. Would we even know what we were missing? Operation Better Sex is breaking you out. No more prescribed porridge. You don't have to swallow it.
The time to rise up is now. You will no longer be handcuffed by sexpectations, unless you and your partner are into that kind of thing, in which case, go for it.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to have better sex. What if you could share important bits of intel with your partner? Like, jackhammer sex just isn't doing it for me.
Or, I really don't appreciate TT blowjobs. Well, you can. Stop thinking about what you've learned it should be, and imagine what it could be.
Pay attention to how your bodies interact, react, and move together.
Don't underestimate how much of a turn-on your partner's genuine, uninhibited, unfiltered arousal can be. Take the time to recognize what your body is feeling, and above all, consider sharing that top-secret information with your partner.
Together, we can overcome the sexual dysfunction that plagues our society.
Who wants to be a complacent bystander when you can be a paratrooper for the sexual revolution?
This video will not self-destruct in 5 minutes, so consider sharing it.
I want you for Operation Better Sex. Ruthie wants you for Operation Better Sex. Ruthie
Drew wants you for Operation Better Sex.
Obama wants you for Operation Better Sex.
Dun dun dun. I want you. That's awful.